Memphis police say they're seeing more guns on the street than ever before, confiscating more than 20,000 illegal guns in 4 years. WRD investigators continue to take an in-depth look at the crime problem hurting Memphis and possible solutions.
Our chief investigator, Jessica Gertler, uncovered new data and unnerving trends that have law enforcement turning to one tool.
The sky grew dark that Monday in June. A mother turned on her TV.
She was in her room getting ready to go to bed.
In the place she felt the safest, her home on Randall Street.
The way her bed is turned, there's a window right there.
Right where a stray bullet came through, striking Tina Mims under her eye.
I said, "What you mean?"
Ernestine Mims lives in Chicago, shocked to hear what happened to her little sister.
I said, "Where's she at? What do you mean?"
Thankfully, Mims survived. Memphis police responded to a shooting a few blocks over that night. It's unclear if that's where the stray bullet came from. No arrests have been made. What we do know, officers were back in the same area 3 weeks later for another shooting and a homicide.
They got Magnum guns that they can shoot 100 bullets a few seconds. They don't care, and they have no fear.
In 2023, we had over 1,100 shooting incidents.
Memphis Police Deputy Chief Don Crow.
Our officers are going out there every day knowing that they're going to encounter armed people.
Armed people who have suddenly opened fire, like in recent months when several people breaking into cars fired shots when confronted.
We're focusing on the criminals that are using guns.
While there were fewer reports of stolen guns last year, we found out in the past 4 years, nearly 14,000 firearms were reported stolen in Memphis, more than half taken from cars. During that same time, MPD recovered more than 20,000 illegally possessed guns.
So these two guns taken in a traffic stop.
Crow showed us some of the guns officers recently recovered. These, he says, found with drugs in a stolen car.
It's got a laser on it to assist in the aiming of that weapon.
And he says officers found this stolen Glock when they stopped a car with no tags doing stunts in a parking lot. It had a highly dangerous machine conversion device attached.
That's what the switch looks like.
That switch, illegal under federal law, turns it into a machine gun. MPD finding the devices more and more. Last month, they found one during an attempted auto theft downtown, and 4 more during a search warrant. Law enforcement recently demonstrated a switch, what they call an emerging threat, to show us how many shots are fired with just one pull. Watch.
We've seen that a lot of that in the past year or two, uptick in that.
Ryan Todd is the acting special agent in charge of the ATF's Memphis field office. He says they're being made with 3D printers or bought on the dark web. His team is working around the clock to get them off the streets and stop the gun violence. A key tool they're using, NIBIN, which stands for the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network.
Each firearm has a unique characteristics about it. No firearm is the same. It's like a fingerprint.
He says after a shooting occurs, investigators will collect shell casings, then place them into a machine to get a high-definition image.
Once that is input into the system, NIBIN searches for any type of match, connection, or correlation.
Meaning, if it matches shell casings used in other crimes, it will spit out a report for the detective. Todd showed us an example of what that report looks like. A map of the gun's history, listing other crimes the gun is connected to, where and when they happened, and any suspect information.
How important is this tool in fighting gun violence?
It's a crucial tool. It gives us quicker leads.
Quicker leads means quicker arrest, and the more crimes you can nab someone on, the stronger the sentence. But many agree that's just one part of combating gun violence, that you have to have intervention and prevention methods.
If you look at an infectious disease map and a poverty map, as well as a violence map, all those clusters look alike.
K. Terrell Cowan founded Heal 901 and launched a gun violence intervention program. He says violence interrupters detect conflict and stop retaliation. Then their outreach workers offer support and services. He says the work goes beyond the high-risk individual.
We have to do whole family healing. If this child is out selling candy because there's a need, that means that mom has a need, not the child. So who's going to help mom with her need?
That could be a job training, mental health, or addiction treatment.
The work that I do, it comes in quality. It's life-changing work.
Cowan says he's paying out of pocket to keep it going. The county helped fund the pilot program, but the money ran out in June. despite success stories and despite the Crime Commission crediting programs like his for slowing the pace of major violent crime.
It's everybody's problem. It's not going to be solved till everybody's working together.
Everyone from police, the public, to policymakers. Since Tennessee became a permitless carry state in 2021, Gross says it's been harder for officers to stop someone who may be illegally possessing a gun or take action like when a man walked through Midtown in November with an assault-style rifle. Memphis Mayor Paul Young says he's working to find a middle ground with state leaders.
Whether we can identify districts or even whole cities like the city of Memphis where you could have more restrictions placed on the guns.
They got more powerful stuff than the police. And that's just a sad thing.
Mim says her sister is now unable to see in one eye. Her medical bills are overwhelming.
It breaks my heart.
And despite not having the money, she moved out of her home because she no longer felt safe. Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, despite the trends in Memphis last year when it comes to gun violence and other crimes, many cities have seen significant decreases in crime. So coming up tomorrow on the News at 10, we'll look at what other cities are implementing, and we sit down with our top leaders to ask what they're doing.